Welcome to Ken Stories. Wish you all a good day, good luck. When my non-blood brother gave me a cup of hot milk, a few comments suddenly appeared in front of me. The little sister still doesn't know what's in the milk. This couple finally ate salty food. Boo, hoo hoo, I'm so excited. I frowned slightly, took the cup of milk but didn't drink it. That night he barged into my room, intending to wash away his depraved act. I quickly recorded the evidence, woke up my mother, then called the police. Lee Min Ngok stood at the door holding a cup of milk, his handsome face flushed red, looking at me shyly. Chew chew, I made you some hot milk. Drinking hot milk at night will help you sleep better. I looked at the cup of milk in his hand. Following the gentle shaking motion, I could see tiny residues sticking to the side of the cup. Just as I was about to refuse, a line of words suddenly appeared before my eyes. Little sister doesn't know what's in the milk yet. Big brother holds it in until his hands are about to burn every night. I was startled, thinking I was seeing things. Lee Mingyu urged again, Zhao Zhao, drink it quickly, or else the milk will get cold. Lee Mingyu looked unusually anxious, sweat beading on his forehead. Big brother couldn't wait any longer. Little sister, why don't you look down and see? This couple finally ate meat. Boo-hoo-hoo, I'm so excited. Drink milk now, you can drink milk later. I glanced down at Lee Mingyu. He was wearing loose shorts, nothing special, but those words were getting more and more. I was sure it wasn't an illusion. Those words made me feel disgusted. I looked at Lee Mingyu, my eyes growing more and more suspicious. No need, I don't like drinking milk. After I finished speaking, Lee Mingyu's expression stiffened. Can drinking milk make you grow taller? Chew chew, this is not a good habit. I brushed my teeth. I won't drink, you drink it yourself. I was about to close the door, but Lee Min Ngok held my hand. Rinse your mouth after drinking. Hurry up, drink it so I can wash the glass. He kept bringing the glass of milk in front of me, making me feel annoyed. Why do you keep forcing me to drink milk? Lee Min Ngok's eyes avoided. Chew chew, do you not like me? We're about to become a family. I just want to cultivate our feelings. Lee Mingyu looked at me with a pitiful expression. The comments started to bustle again. The older brother pretended to be an innocent white rabbit, and when the night came, he would turn into a grey wolf. The little couple was angry with each other. Ha, so good, I can't wait. Lee Mingyu became more and more impatient. The glass of milk also shook more violently. The white particles that hadn't dissolved completely stuck to the edge of the glass. Did he really put drugs in the glass of milk? I thought for a moment and took the glass of milk from Lee Mingyu's hand. All right, I'll drink it, you go. The corner of Lee Mingyu's mouth curled into a smile. Then you'll stand by and watch Zhao Zhao drink. I frowned. I don't want to drink now, but you still have to wash the glass. Zhao Zhao, why don't you drink a little bit? Lee Mingyu said miserably. I'm bothered by him pushing the glass of milk forward. Then I won't drink it anymore, you take it away. Lee Mingyu's expression changed. Then Zhao Zhao, wait a bit before drinking it. I'm leaving, I won't bother you anymore. Lee Mingyu walked back 3 steps, looked back and finally added another instruction. Zhao Zhao, remember to drink it while it's still hot. I closed the door, put the glass of milk on the table. I stared at the glass of milk for a while, then found a bottle to hold the milk in the glass and hid it in the cupboard. What is the little sister doing? Could it be that Lin Zhao found out? Wow, she didn't drink it. Ha ha ha. Tonight, my brother broke into the room. There's something interesting to watch. The brother in the next room was sweating nervously as a result. Lin Zhao didn't drink the milk. Lin Zhao's underwear was almost punctured by his brother's tea. I was shocked and felt extremely nauseous. No wonder, since living with Lee Mingyu, my underwear kept disappearing. I thought it was blown to the ground by the wind, and I was so upset that I wanted to die. It turned out that everything was stolen by Lee Mingyu. My mother and I are a single-parent family. 2 years ago, my mother met Lee Mingyu's father. Lee Mingyu's family is also a single-parent family, and his father cares a lot about my mother. Not long after, the two of them fell in love. After more than a year of dating, Lee Mingju's father suggested living together. My mother agreed and let them go home so they could help each other. I sat on the chair and frowned. If this Lee Ming-gyu was really like those comments said, then he was nothing more than a pervert. I didn't know why those comments made up lies about the relationship between me and Lee Ming-gyu. I had no feelings for Lee Ming-gyu and only called him brother because of seniority. My mind was in turmoil, worried that Lee Ming-gyu would barge into the room tonight, and even more worried about my mother. If Lee Ming-gyu really did that, my mother's love would definitely be broken. I absolutely would not live with such a pervert. I didn't know what to do, so I went to find my mother. My mother hadn't slept yet, so I went into her room. Did Zhao Zhao look for her for something? My mother asked. I opened my mouth. Mum, are you and Uncle Lee going to register your marriage next week? My mother nodded. Yes, what's the matter? My expression hesitated. Mum, if they weren't good people, would you still register your marriage with Uncle Lee? My mother's expression turned cold. Zhao Zhao did something happen. Those comments couldn't be used as evidence, and no one would believe me if I said it. I couldn't tell my mother about this either. It's nothing, I was just asking. Mum, everyone says that men will act until they get married before revealing their true nature. My mother tapped my head. This little girl, are you trying to scare me to death? I frowned at her. Oh, tell me, if you and Uncle Lee can't be together, will you be sad? My mother's expression became serious, holding my hand. Mum isn't sad if they are bad people. She will definitely take Zhao Zhao away from them. Mum got married because she was afraid that something would happen to her in the future, and Zhao Zhao would have no one to take care of her. If Zhao Zhao didn't want Mum to get married, she wouldn't get married. Mum's words moved me deeply. I hugged her, tears glistening in my eyes. With Mum saying this, I felt relieved. What is Lin Zhao doing so confusing? Silly little sister big brother isn't a bad person. He loves you to death. If you stay with him, he will pamper you to the fullest. Hoo 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 hoo. Little sister misunderstood big brother. Stop being so mean. You guys don't understand. Lin Zhao didn't want her mother to register their marriage, that's right. If she didn't register, wouldn't it be legitimate for her and big brother to be together? That makes sense. Little sister is really smart. I looked at the comments and really didn't know what to say. At this point, the commenters were still trying to pair me with Lee Ming-gyu, a sexual molester who put drugs in my milk. In their eyes, he was still a good man. I went back to my room, hid my phone on the bookshelf, and pressed the record button. Lee Ming-gyu, I'll wait for you to come. Haha, little sister really knows how to play. She even planned to record a private video of herself and Big Brother. If Big Brother knew, he would definitely have a nosebleed. Big Brother would watch it 800 times a day to reminisce. Hoo-hoo, Big Brother finally got to fight in action. I feel sorry for Big Brother. His hands now have calluses. Little sister, just wait and enjoy your blessings. Big Brother is naturally gifted and incredibly big. Baby, your happiness in the second half of your life has a foundation. In my opinion, combined with Lin Zhao's reaction earlier, did she hide her phone because she wanted to record evidence to report to the police? What police? Impossible, they are a couple in love. Aren't they not officially in love yet? Logically speaking, Lin Zhao couldn't possibly know her big brother's intentions so early. She was touched by her big brother and only found out that he loved her deeply after a long time. They haven't developed a love line yet, right? Then, if Big Brother's actions were recorded, wouldn't they be called a molester? Don't, little sister. Big Brother is really a good person. He will cherish you like a queen. Don't take the legal route. The discussion was heated. I didn't want to look at their unbelievable distorted words anymore. I held the blanket tightly and waited for a long time. Then suddenly there were footsteps outside the door. The doorknob was lowered. The door opened. A man sneaked into the room. I opened my eyes to see the figure and recognized it was Lee Ming-gyu. He tiptoed towards me. My heart was pounding my hands, held the blanket tightly, trying to keep my breathing steady. Lee Ming-gyu sat down on the edge of my bed in the dark. His face was gloomy. Zhao Zhao, I like you very much. He reached out to touch my face. I felt like a poisonous snake had passed by. My whole body was covered in goosebumps. From the first time I saw you, I liked you. Zhao Zhao, you are so beautiful. Can you be my wife? I will take care of you for the rest of my life. Zhao Zhao, you can only be mine. His voice was sweet and sticky, full of infatuation. Zhao Zhao, my precious, I love you so much. Let me have you. Your first time must be mine. If another man touches you, I will go crazy. You are so beautiful, there must be many people who desire you. I really want to gouge out all their eyes. They are not worthy of looking at you. What should I do? What should I do? I really want to lock you up just for me to look at. The comments started to explode. Ah, brother's deep confession, so stimulating, so sick. Ha ha ha, does brother know that sister is sober right now? She heard everything he said. So embarrassing. I have to go out and calm down a bit. Zhao Zhao, quickly wake up and force a kiss on your brother. Your brother loves you to death. So sweet, so sweet. Fast forward, fast forward. Your brother is about to do it with your little sister. Li Mingyu's hand slowly reached towards me. He caressed my face. His Adam's apple moved. Zhao Zhao, baby, I will make you happy. His hand moved down, he flipped his leg, took off his shirt and climbed onto the bed, intending to take off my clothes. At this moment, I opened my eyes. Enough, everything that needed to be filmed has been filmed. If I pretend to sleep any longer, I'll feel like throwing up. Li Mingyu was clearly scared and stunned. I raised my hand and slapped him hard. Then I quickly ran down the bed, shouting loudly, Mom! Mom, Li Mingyu wants to rape me! Mom, wake up quickly! I ran to the door before I could open it. Li Mingyu ran over and grabbed me. I bit his wrist hard. Li Mingyu was in pain but still didn't let go. He angrily said, I didn't drink milk just now. I cursed back, drink your mother's milk. I raised my leg and kicked back one foot, landing on Li Mingyu's legs. He cried out in pain, Let me go, you pervert, just wait until you're no longer fertile. After cursing, I opened the door, ran, and called the police. As soon as I dialed the number, Li Mingyu caught up. This place was small, he caught me again. Before I could say anything, he threw my phone to the ground, coldly saying, Zhao Zhao, why aren't you good children? Who are not good should be punished. Fuck you, are you crazy? Do you think you're a domineering CEO? If you dare to touch me again, just wait for jail time. Li Mingyu angrily shouted, Shut up! He grabbed my hair and dragged me into the room. At this moment, I was extremely scared and screamed loudly. I screamed once so that my mother could hear too. My phone definitely hadn't been hung up yet. The loud sound could let the police on the other side of the phone know my current situation. Mum, Mum, save me. Mum, Li Mingyu wants to kill me. Come save me quickly. My call caught my mother's attention. Before Li Mingyu could drag me back to the room, she rushed out. My mother saw me, her eyes red, and she rushed forward like crazy. Let go of Zhao Zhao, Li Mingyu. Let go of Zhao Zhao. Li Mingyu stiffened and finally let go. I ran to my mother, tears streaming down my face. Li Mingyu's violent behavior made me extremely regretful for my carelessness. I originally intended to record the act Li Mingyu's crime and confront her directly so that she can see their disgusting faces. But now I'm starting to regret it. Li Mingyu is really a madman. I absolutely shouldn't have provoked them. I have to take my mother away from here. If we stay, who knows what they will do to us? I tried to stay calm, holding my mother's hand tightly. Mom, Li Mingyu wants to rape me. Let's go to the police station to report it. Hurry, it's too dangerous here. We can't stay here. I pulled my mother's hand and ran to the door just as I turned around. The next second, my whole body stiffened. Li Mingyu's father, Li Mingde, was standing in front of the door. His expression was very ugly. What's wrong, Mingyu? What did you do to your sister? My mother and I supported each other, our hearts filled with worry. Li Mingde locked the door and told us to sit on the sofa. I clenched my fists, and now I saw the comments. It's over, I've been discovered. My little sister is about to be forced into love. My little sister, I'm sorry for you. The male lead's father is also a pervert, a big pervert, gives birth to a little pervert. The plot happened much sooner than expected. It should have been the mother who discovered that Lee Mingde and her little sister were in love. Firmly disagreed, wanted to take her away, but ended up being forced by her father to lock her in the house, and her little sister was also forced into love by her brother. The female lead's mother is really troublesome. Can't she let the little couple love each other sweetly? For once I looked at the comments, my heart turned cold. I held my mother's hand and quickly spoke first. "It's nothing, I misunderstood, Brother Mingde." Brother Mingde suddenly entered my room just now, scaring me to death. My voice trembled. I couldn't anger these two, father and son, at this time. If those comments were true, then both my mother and I were in danger. Lee Mingde's expression was serious. "Mingyu, is that right?" Lee Mingde nodded gloomily. "Yes, I just wanted to go in and see how Zhao Zhao was, but she was already asleep." My mother glared at him. It was clearly me. I once again held my mother's hand tightly, interrupting her. "Mum, I thought someone bad had entered the room just now. Brother Mingyu didn't do anything to me. Brother Mingyu, I'm sorry I misunderstood you." Cold sweat began to appear on my forehead. After saying that, Lee Mingde's expression softened. "You know Zhao Zhao wouldn't hate you." My mother seemed to have realized something and remained silent without asking again. I stood up, my face pale. "Uncle Brother Mingju, it's late now, let's go to bed." Lee Mingde nodded. Lee Mingju smiled and walked towards me. "Zhao Zhao, don't be afraid with me here. No bad guys will dare to bully you. I'll keep watch in your room tonight." Great, I knew it. Little sister still loves big brother. He, little sister helps big brother hide. What can two lovers do when they sleep in the same room at night? I want to eat meat. Big brother, hurry up and be a little sister. At this moment, my mother spoke up. "Zhao Zhao will sleep with Mum tonight. Everyone go back to your room." Li Mingyu's expression immediately turned ugly again. "Auntie, we're about to build a new family. Shouldn't you let Zhao Zhao cultivate feelings for me? This mother is really troublesome. She just jumps out to cause trouble out of nowhere. Quickly tell Dad to lock her up. This old-fashioned feudal person, it's better if this house doesn't have her." Later, she was chained up but still wanted to harm her brother and was pushed down the stairs by her father and fell to her death. Cough, cough, what a decrepit old woman who dared to destroy the young couple's relationship. Her end was death. That's right. The little sister was angry with her brother because of this. She didn't eat or drink. The two of them played the game of lovesickness for a long time. I felt so sorry for my brother that I died. What was wrong with my brother? He just loved his sister too deeply. My mother was shaken by Li Mingyu's words. "You are a boy sharing a room with Zhao Zhao. What kind of relationship are you cultivating? You are Zhao Zhao's older brother." Li Mingyu's eyes darkened, and her heart was already anxious. At this time, Li Mingde also stood up. "All right, if you want to cultivate your relationship, do it during the day. You are the older brother. What kind of decency is it to share a room with your younger sister in the middle of the night?" I just breathed a sigh of relief when I saw Li Min-duke looking towards my mother. "Thukni, let's go back to the bedroom. Let Chiu-Chiu sleep alone." My body stiffened and I quickly hugged my mother. "Uncle Lai, today, Mum is mine. Please, let me have this one time." "Lai," Min-duke's voice was cold. "I and Min-ngok can't cultivate feelings. Can't you and my mother either." "What's wrong?" "In your eyes, you still don't consider me and my father as family." Li Mingyu suddenly thought of something. His expression softened and he said excitedly, "That's right, Zhao Zhao, let your aunt and father cultivate their feelings. Don't worry, I'll keep watch at your door. Zhao Zhao, I'll go warm up some milk for you. After drinking the milk, you'll sleep well and you won't have nightmares at night." "Ha ha ha, this little thought of yours is really unbearable, and you want to give your little sister milk again. Without that old witch blocking the way, the young couple can still be sweet little sister. Quickly drink your big brother's cup of love milk." Big brother, in order to make his little sister happy, deliberately took medicine at night. His body must be feeling unbearably uncomfortable right now, and he's about to lose his temper. Little sister, quickly look at your big brother's crotch, and you'll understand. I looked down at Lee Mingyu's lower body again and immediately felt like vomiting. The comments also made me nauseous thinking about what they said that my mother would be killed by Lee Mingde in the future. I just wanted to immediately tear these two hypocritical perverts in front of me to pieces. You want to sleep with Zhao Zhao, but you can't even decide on this. Lee Mingde, what do you mean? My mother's voice was cold. Lee Min-duk frowned. After a while, he finally gave in. Then take Chiu Chiu to the bedroom, Lee Min-ngok's father called out anxiously. What's the rush? Wait until we get married. You will have plenty of time to cultivate feelings for your sister. So, Lee Mingju's face was gloomy and uncertain, revealing his resentment, but in the end, he still endured. Lee Mingde's words made me feel even more disgusted. He had long known about his son's evil thoughts towards me, and he didn't even bother to act daring to say these words to Lee Mingyu right in front of me. I helped my mother back to the bedroom. Before returning to the room, I looked around wanting to find the phone that Lee Mingyu had just thrown away. Where is it? Where did it fall? I was extremely anxious. At this moment, I saw Lee Mingde bend down and pick up my phone from under the sofa. Zhao Zhao, are you looking for this? My heart immediately turned cold. My whole body felt like it had been soaked in ice water. My limbs stiffened. Lee Mingde turned on the phone, saw the police call still connected on the screen. His expression stiffened. You bitch, call the police, close running. Almost at the same time, I pulled my mother's hand, frantically running back to the room. Lee Mingde was blocking the door. I could only hide in the room. I brought my mother back to the room. Lee Mingyu and his father did not have time to react. By the time they wanted to chase after me, I had already locked the door. Lee Mingyu angrily banged on the door outside. Lin Zhao, what are you running for? Why did you call the police? Come out here right now! Outside the room, he yelled fiercely, completely throwing away his usual disguise. Damn old woman, quickly return Zhao Zhao to me. Zhao Zhao, I love you. I will love you very much. Big brother really can't take it anymore. Big brother will make you happy. Little Zhao Zhao, quickly open the door. We will enter the world of paradise together. My mother covered my ears, not wanting me to hear these vulgar words. No matter how disgusting it was, I had to try to stay calm. You're fine. I quickly took out the spare phone that I had just recorded the video on. The video was still recording. I turned off the video, but unfortunately, I didn't install this spare phone. I usually only used it to take photos, not to log in to any social media apps. Damn it! I cursed under my breath, seeing that there was no more movement outside. My mother said with a trembling voice, Zhao Zhao Li Mingde has the house key. As soon as she finished speaking, I heard the sound of the key jingling outside the door. At that moment, my whole body went numb, followed by extreme fear. Almost immediately, I pressed the record button again and hid the phone. Mom, hang in there. We must expose their crimes. My mother cried and nodded. Zhao Zhao, it's me who harmed you. As soon as my mother finished speaking, the key was inserted into the lock. The door opened. Lee Mingyu and Lee Mingde stood in front of the door. The two of them were like demons from hell. I shielded my mother from behind, but my mother stood in front of me. If you have any problems, just target me. Don't hurt Zhao Zhao. My heart tightened, standing shoulder to shoulder with my mother. It was not a good thing to anger them now. I had to delay the time until the police arrived. Mingyu, let's talk properly. Just now, I was too scared to call the police. If the police come, it will be difficult for us to talk. When the time comes, I will explain for you and me. It was all a misunderstanding. As soon as I finished speaking, Lee Mingyu angrily shouted, Your lying mouth wants to deceive me again. Don't worry about those things yet. Uncle Lee, brother Mingyu, is still young. Do you want to see him do stupid things? Nothing has happened yet. Even if the police come, it won't matter. I was so nervous that my voice was dry. Lee Min-duk frowned, his eyes looking at us darkly. You speak better than your mother and are also smarter than your mother, but you forgot we are not people to be trifled with. Lam Chu, If you want your mother and you to be safe, then agree to be my son's wife. Lai Min Ngok also nodded. Zhao Zhao, why do you keep resisting? Your mother is my father's toy. You are mine too. Isn't it better if we love each other like this? My mother's body trembled, screaming, Don't even think about it, you bastard. I stopped her speaking first. Okay, I agree with you, but can you be a little gentler, Mingyu? You're scaring me like this. Can we start treating each other well? Li Mingyu stepped forward. His eyes were dark and deep, but he couldn't wait any longer. Baby Zhao Zhao, let's cultivate our feelings right now. I love you. Zhao Zhao Li Mingyu wanted to hug me as soon as she arrived. The comments exploded again. Oh my God, the older brother forced love. It's too stimulating first. I guarantee that after the younger sister tastes the forbidden fruit with her older brother, she will definitely want to stop but can't. And then she will be conquered by her older brother. Can the female lead's mother stop causing trouble? Dad, take her away. I'm choking to death. When will we get to the bed scene? That's right. She's really too hateful. Can she die right now? The little sister's expression of fear and desire to try is so cute. Brother, remember to be gentle with your little sister. Li Mingju hugged me tightly. I reached out to push him away. Mingju. Li Mingyu, the police will be here soon. Now is not the time. Don't do anything stupid. My mother was beside me trying to hit Li Mingyu. Let go of Zhao Zhao, let go of Zhao Zhao, you animal. Li Mingju was furious, directly punched my mother. Damn old woman, get lost. Seeing my mother being pushed to the ground, my pupils constricted, wanting to help her up, but Li Mingde had already helped her up. He smiled sinisterly. No matter how old or young, we all want to play. Seeing Li Mingde wanting to pull my mother out, I shouted in panic. Li Mingde, as long as you tell your father not to harm my mother, I will agree with you. I will absolutely not resist. Li Mingde hesitated. I trembled and reached out to hug him. Mingdi, that is my mother. You can't do that. Didn't you say you would treat me well? I agree with you. Can you let my mother rest a bit? Li Mingde was overjoyed, turned his head to look at Li Mingde. Dad, you can play with Auntie Lin whenever you want. Give in to your son a bit. Li Mingde snorted coldly. So impatient. Who is more impatient than you? Li Mingde still followed his son's wishes and locked my mother in the room while he went out and closed the door. Before leaving, he looked at me with fierce eyes. Don't you dare do anything. Li Mingde reached out to hug me. My voice was dry. Mingde, can you let me take a shower first? Li Mingyu did not agree, coldly snorted. You still want to take a bath? Do you want to play some tricks? I stiffly pulled the corner of my mouth. I also have to let you prepare a little. Li Mingyu quickly pulled me onto the bed. He didn't mind. Zhao Zhao, let's start quickly. Ha ha ha, Big Brother is really impatient. He can't hold it in for even a moment. Little sister, even if you're covered in sweat, Big Brother will lick it all up. To him, that's a reward. The comments made me so nauseous that I almost threw up. I loudly said, but I'm shy. Why don't you go take a bath, I beg you, Li Mingju? Li Mingyu paused, his expression a little unsightly. Baby Zhao Zhao, do you despise me, Mingju? I just want our first time to be a beautiful memory. Can't you agree to this small matter? Li Mingju thought about it for a while, then agreed to what I said. Then I'll go take a shower. I'll be right out. Before leaving, Li Mingju looked at me. Zhao Zhao, my father is keeping watch outside. Don't even think about doing anything. Li Mingyu went in, and when I heard the sound of running water, I took out a self-defense electric gun from the drawer and hid it in my pocket. This was something my mother bought for me, but I had never used it. This was my first time using it. The comments were noisy again. What did the little sister take out? A sex toy? I couldn't see clearly. It didn't seem like it. It looked more like an electric gun. I've used it before. It really was an electric gun. No way. Why did she still want to resist? How could she resist two men? Such a good brother couldn't lie down and enjoy it. Yes, I was really annoyed. Why is the female lead so playful? She doesn't know how to cherish a good man like her brother. Her brother is just an honest person. Why does he keep forcing people to the end? Seeing these words of theirs, I was so angry that I burst out laughing. Someone like Lee Mingyu is also called honest. What kind of three views do these people have? Is the little sister laughing? It seems like she is looking at something. Did anyone else feel the same way? I didn't have time to look at the comments because Lee Mingyu had already left. It only took a few minutes from the time he entered until now. Lee Mingju walked out with his body naked, except for his feet. His upper body was dry. It seemed like he just went in to take a quick shower. Too disgusting. Little Zhao Zhao, let's start quickly. Lee Mingyu walked over. I clenched my hand, wanting to advise him one more time. Mingju, are you sure we have to do it now? When the police come, what should we say? Lee Mingyu sneered. You're my girlfriend. Isn't it natural for us to do this? Besides, rape is only a few years in prison, and you don't have any evidence. If you dare to talk nonsense when I get out of prison, you and your mother won't be able to live peacefully for the rest of your life. Lee Mingyu's threat made my heart tremble. I hated them all. Thinking about the second half of my life living in fear with them at this moment, I just wanted to kill Lee Mingyu and his father. My body tensed up, my eyes were bloodshot. Lee Mingju reached out to hug me, intending to kiss me, and then I took out the electric gun from my pocket and pressed it hard against his neck. Lee Mingyu hugged his neck, his whole body convulsed, and fell to the ground. I took advantage of the situation and continued to shock him until he was foaming at the mouth and fainted, then I stopped. At this moment I felt extremely refreshed. Mingju, Mingju, the door was pushed open. Lee Mingde heard the noise, looked at Lee Mingde, who was lying on the ground with a fierce expression. This bitch, what did you do to my son? He wanted to rush forward. I immediately pointed the electric gun at Lee Mingde's temple. Don't move if you don't want your son to get into trouble, then just stand there. Lee Mingde stiffened and stood still. Let my mother go so we can leave. Lee Mingde raised his hands and placed them in front of him. Okay, as long as you don't do anything to Mingde, I can let your mother go. Lee Mingde fell to the ground. I couldn't help him up, I could only watch Lee Mingde leave. A few minutes later, I heard my mother cry. Immediately after, my pupils contracted. Lee Mingde held a knife to my mother's neck and entered the room. Lin Zhao, your electric gun might not be able to kill Mingde, but the knife in my hand can kill your mother with just one slash. My body trembled. My mother shouted at me in panic. Zhao Zhao, don't care about me. Don't let him threaten you. Lee Mingde laughed coldly. Each knife cut into my mother's neck. Fresh blood immediately spurted out. Put down the thing in your hand. I will let your mother go. My whole body started to tremble. In this situation, I could only choose to compromise. Okay, uncle, let my mother go. I counted 321. Let's throw away the weapon together. 321, Lee Mingde and I threw down the thing in our hands at the same time. He didn't lie to me, and neither did I. I was worried about my mother and didn't dare to play any tricks. As for Lee Mingde, he thought that without the knife, he could easily control me. Lee Mingde pushed my mother to the ground. She fell down her head, hit the cabinet, and she was no longer moving. Mum, I cried out, tears falling like rain. Mum! Lee Mingde walked over, reached out to grab me. His face was gloomy. He raised his hand and slapped me. This bitch, I knew you were so naughty. I should have played with you on the first day. He pulled me, dragged me onto the bed. I was extremely terrified. What do you want to do? Lee Mingde laughed lewdly. I was already fed up with that ugly woman. Of course I had to taste what her daughter was like. He pressed me onto the bed. I kicked wildly. At this moment, I was extremely desperate. Comments popped up again. Oh my God, how did it turn out like this? Why is Dad so disgusting? The first time must have been with his brother. How could he steal his brother's first time? Actually, Dad was quite handsome. Even though he was old, you could still see the traces of time on his face. But I liked this style. Father and son going to battle together, so exciting. Little sister, wake up your brother. He really loves you. He can risk his life with his father for you. A glimmer of hope suddenly flashed in my heart. I opened my mouth and frantically called Li Mingju. Li Mingju, your father wants to rape me. Li Mingju, wake up quickly. Li Mingju, wake up quickly. Under my call, Li Mingju actually really started to wake up. He held his head, his eyes widened when he saw the scene on the bed. Dad, what are you doing? I looked at Li Mingju and continued to call him. Li Mingju, pull your father away. You're crazy. Don't you love me? Do you want to see your father do this to me? Li Mingyu stood up, his body trembling, his eyes bloodshot. Dad, how could you touch my woman? Li Mingyu stepped forward to pull Li Mingde, but the other party was now mad, directly pushing Li Mingju away. What are you in a hurry for? I'll give it to you after I'm done playing Dad. Li Mingyu looked at Li Mingde with an incredulous expression. Li Mingde reached out and tore my pajamas. Dad, don't touch Zhao Zhao. Li Mingju rushed forward again, separating me and Li Mingde. I seized the opportunity quickly, got off the bed, intending to run out. You idiot! Li Mingde's eyes were red as he kicked Li Mingyu, wanting to rush forward and catch me. He grabbed my leg, causing me to stumble and fall to the ground. Li Mingyu, there's a knife there, quickly stop your dad. As long as you help me, I'll marry you. I gritted my teeth and said. Li Mingde was furious at my words, pressed down on me and slapped me repeatedly in the face. You bitch still want to separate us. How can my son listen to you? I cried out in pain, spitting out a large mouthful of blood, but still called out to Li Mingyu. Li Mingyu, help me quickly. As soon as I finished speaking, I heard Li Mingyu roar. He really picked up the knife. Let go of Zhao Zhao. Ah! He rushed forward with the knife. I seized the opportunity and used all my strength to push Li Mingde away. Li Mingde took a few steps back, and Li Mingyu behind him couldn't control the distance. The sharp knife directly stabbed Li Mingde's back. Li Mingyu was immediately stunned, standing still like a log. I struggled to get up, my eyes were beaten to the point where I couldn't see clearly, and I instinctively hobbled out. At this moment, I heard the sound of a police siren, and someone was also knocking on the door outside. Only then did Li Mingyu react. Zhao Zhou, you can't run, you're mine. This was the first time I ran so fast while running. I cursed your father is about to die. You go home and take care of your father. As I ran, I shouted, save me, save me. Someone wants to kill me. Someone wants to kill me. I ran to the door, grabbed the doorknob. Li Mingyu also chased after me. At this time, grabbed me, raised the knife in his hand. You lied to me again. You lied to me again. Lin Zhao, you die. The sharp knife stabbed into me. I used my last bit of strength to open the door. There were many policemen standing outside the door. When Li Mingyu pressed down on me, planning to stab me again, I heard a gunshot. The person pressing down on me fell down, his entire body, weight pressed down on me. I spat out a large mouthful of blood, finally couldn't bear it anymore, fainted. When I woke up again, I was in the hospital. My mother sat by my bed crying so hard that she couldn't make a sound. Mom! I looked at her, tears falling down. My mother stepped forward to hug me. Zhao, my Zhao, you're so miserable, how are you? Everything is fine. At that moment, all my emotions were released. I burst into tears. We were saved. Finally saved. Li Mingyu was shot dead on the spot. Li Mingde was wounded in the heart, died on the way to the hospital. I handed over the evidence I recorded to the police and was hospitalized for a month, then went to see a psychiatrist for a few more months before I could escape the psychological shadow. Those annoying comments still appeared before my eyes. They cursed me. Lin Zhao, you cold-blooded bastard. You killed your brother. Your brother died because of you. Go die. I looked at those comments. At this moment, I could finally scream, fuck you. If you love rapists, then love them. I'm not crazy. I don't love them. I burst into tears. Immediately after that, I saw the comments cursing me disappear, replaced by countless encouraging comments that made my eyes dizzy. My sister did the right thing, the rapist deserves to die. What kind of cult is this? Why is she so obsessed with men? I felt like vomiting when I saw it. Lin Zhao, fight Lin Zhao, you're so good. You're really good. Lin Zhao, we all support you. I was stunned. My mother walked in at this moment, reaching out to hug me. At this moment, I smiled. Yes, the new world is waiting for me. God has given me a new life. I will definitely grasp it well, live the most brilliant life. Thank you for listening to the story at Ken Stories. I hope you have relaxing and fun moments. Don't forget to give me a like and subscriber so I have more motivation to make more videos.